Good morning, my name is Tina Gote and I'm doing my final presentation for Criminal Justice Capstone CJE 2711 with Professor Dr. Richard Borch for summer of 2020. The title of my report is America's Efforts to Control Crime, and we're talking about over the last 50-60 years. So I've included my certification statement. I am, again, Tina Gote, and today is August 4th. Crime in the 1960s. We were going through a national crisis where President Kennedy was assassinated and President Johnson was sworn in as the 36th President of the United States. So he took office and there was a wealth of issues that he was challenged to combat, and after revisiting, what the issues that they were having with law enforcement was the biggest issue. So it was an era of widespread protests, a large-scale drug use. Crime since 1940s increased about 5 times faster than the population growth rate, and his response was to declare a war on crime. To reverse the trend of lawlessness, these were the efforts that he put forth. The national effort to resolve the problems of law enforcement and administration, which means that the federal government will get involved, so providing funding to state and local municipal jurisdictions to support the increase in the levels of crime that they were dealing with, which they were overwhelmed. So the states couldn't effectively manage the influx of crime, so therefore they could apply for grants to help them fund their initiatives, but with very specific outlines. So they couldn't just say we need more money, but they had to present strategic ideas to support their efforts. So another thing that he identified was to lower crime would mean to address the poverty rates that were pretty high in the 60s. So the situation with jobs and education, one of the solutions was to get the children off of the streets and get more involved in like the Peace Corps, where they would learn some skills that they need to be successful. So gun control was another issue that he addressed. Obviously, because of the assassination of Kennedy, they wanted to put more restrictions on who can have access and the mailing of firearms throughout through the post office. So one of the biggest impacts that affect us today, that one of his initiatives, were the minimum sentencing standards. So drug offenses, a minimum of 5 years, organized crime, racketeering. So they were very high sentences being given to anyone who was convicted of those or charges. President Obama in 2015, he identified that the United States has the highest number of people incarcerated compared to other industrialized countries, with the majority of offenders in 2014 consisting of 2.3 million people, 34% of the 6.8 correctional population, according to the NAACP. So his initiative was to create a President's Task Force in March of 2015 with the goal to rebuild relationships and legitimacy of trust between the people and law enforcement agencies, similar to President Johnson, where they had the situation where the police were becoming ineffective because they lost the trust of the people. The criminal justice system has evolved over time, and it's built into our correctional systems today, where now you'll see programs of extensive rehabilitation, education, medical treatment to treat addiction, instead of just throwing people in jail for crimes relating to their drug habits, psychology, counseling for mental health, computer community-based treatment and work release programs, all in effort to help the offenders develop tools to be better citizens when they are released. So the goal is to reduce crime and recidivism by supporting the offender and helping them to transition back to society. So gun control timeline, just to give you, in 1968, the act to keep firearms out of the hands of those not legally entitled to possess them because of their age and criminal background or incompetencies to assist the law enforcement authorities in the states. So placing restrictions basically to be 18 and up, and you have to be legally registered. Organized Crime Control Act of 1970. So this is where the FBI really strengthened its efforts against RICO violations. So it's racketeering and Organized Crime Control Act. Let me see. This action established criminality against the American people.